Excuse me. All right. Episode 14, Comic Collector Club. We are here. We are going to be giving away a Biggie Shaq necklace later. I don't have one in front of me. I do. Oh, here it is. So later on tonight, I'll be taking names as people come in. I'll be giving away a Biggie Shaq necklace. And since the shipping is so cheap on this, I will include Canadians or wherever you're from. But I'm not going to send like $8 because I've only been paying like $1 to ship this shit. So I'll buy you a Coke and a fucking Snickers though if you want. You know, I'll send you like $2 or $3. So I don't want to leave my Canadian friends out. You know what I mean? But I ain't gonna pay them extra because they're fucking not around. But so we got Big Dope. Dope, glad to see you, man. It's been 14 episodes, bro. It's crazy, right?
What's going on? It's flying by. I mean, it's been about half a year now. So
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I really
seems like we just started yesterday.
Yeah, Dope's been with me, gutting it out, and we've been pumping these out, and really glad that we hooked up. Big Puff started from the beginning. Good to see you, Puff.
What's going on, everybody? It's great to be a part of this panel. You know, meet some new members of the community. I know Ancient One. I've seen him on the hunt before with his multiple characters.
Yeah,
so that's awesome. Paul, great to meet you.
Thank you, Paul. Appreciate that.
And Big, it's actually 15 episodes because I created a playlist for this, and you got episode 4. You got 2 episode 4s.
Son of a bitch.
You gotta correct me.
Son of a bitch. Well, welcome, guys. Our first special guest. We have 2 special guests tonight, and our first one is Dan. We've been calling him Ancient One. He's a fantastic member of the community. He is always bringing up spine ticks and his friends from Canada, and we see him on the hunt. He is a mainstay on the hunt. He's not just some guy that hops on. He's been on there for a while. So how are you doing today?
Big, I'm doing great. Thanks for having me on. I'm a big fan of yours. I never told you that, but when you asked me to come on your show, there's no way I would have said no. Thanks for having me on tonight.
Oh, I'm flattered, man. I really appreciate that, bro. So I'm glad you're here. You got some great books. We're going to have some great conversation. And we got one more special guest, my man, Paul. You know, I think the first time I recognized my guy, Paul, was he was hanging out with Chino Comics and more. Am I crazy,
That's right.
Paul?
Yeah, no, that's right. Yep.
Yeah, that's right. So me and Paul been getting along pretty good. And I hung out with him on his channel. And we've done a couple auctions together, I believe. And
yeah, we did a couple. Yep. I appreciate it. It's like Ancient One said, I've been watching you. You're just like a common guy of the community. Like you just roll and go hunt. Anybody that wants to come in and comic book collect, they just watch your channel and anybody can do it. But yeah, I appreciate. I got my notepad here today, around with great people. So see what everybody's collecting, what everybody's saying. Thank you for having me.
He brought his fucking notepad. Smart.
Hey, man.
You're at the Comic Collector Club, brother.
Hey,
Yo, no.
Collector Club. Got to.
Me and Paul's had some conversations on Instagram, and he's no bullshit. He does watch me, and he's been around for a while. So
yeah, I enjoy your videos. That's like the Ancient One said, man. It's fun. I mean, go out there. I don't know whether we're going to get comics or we're going to get pizza, cigarettes.
Yeah,
gas,
little extra sauce, maybe some mayonnaise on the motherfucker. I don't know.
One day I saw somebody with a backhoe digging up his yard.
Yeah,
oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't hide the fucking bad days with just the good ones. I'll show you the bad ones.
Right. He opened the door and they were digging back there. Yep.
Yeah, fuck that wasn't cheap, man. Fucking clogged my toilet up with paper towels. Fucking maniacs. I told them to stop. They wouldn't listen to me. All right, let's shout the chat out. We got TM Nerdy, Cookie, Just a Little Podcast, and Las Cruces, baby. A Big Dope left a comment in there. And some other people following. I'll add you guys to the wheel as we go, but we just kind of do some show and tell and do some light conversation. So let's just start with Big Dope tonight. If I can get my shit working right. There we go.
Well, I got some hero stuff this week. It's been 2 weeks since we've been on, since it's every other week. And I went down to Huntsville, Alabama, and I started digging around down there, and I found some superhero stuff. I'm doing Daredevil 1 through 80, which that's all the 12 cent and 15 cent covers. and I found a number 9.
Ooh. Oh.
I've got probably more than half of them now. I
Things are
think I've
falling.
got about 52 of the 80. And then here's a number 13.
Ooh, that's early too. Hold on a sec. We got one more special guest. NWO original D motherfucking Runk. What up, D baby?
What's going on, Dave?
Not much. I'm here.
You are here.
Hell yeah.
Glad you made it, man.
I was just showing my Daredevil pickups this week. Got Daredevil 9.
Hell yeah.
And I got Daredevil 13.
Yeah, man. You know, Daredevil came out a little later than some of the other ones, but that's still early as fuck. That's probably like 66 or something.
Yeah, when I first started, I just wanted all the yellow suits. And then I got number 7, which is the first red suit. And then I just started picking up all the cheap ones and trying to get all of them. Here's a cover I've been looking for a long time. I love the Teen Titan Nick Cardy stuff, and I didn't have this one, so here's a Nick Cardy.
I got Justice League. That's fucking cool. It's got skis and shit, man. I like it.
Yeah, dude's pretty good with that rifle to kill Kid Flash, I guess. Pretty good shot.
Hell yeah.
We got some old 12-cent Batman.
Oh, fuck yeah. You can't ever get enough of that. What do you think, Paul? You like that one, buddy?
Yeah, that's nice, man. Nice.
Yeah, it's Battle of the Sexes.
Wow.
He's going to get a bunch of girls on this one. These girls back here are the Poontang clan. So
Nice.
Hey, there's two way to line them up. Batman can have a good night.
yeah. And one more Batman here. Here's one where kids probably don't know what's going on here, but this is a TV antenna. It was before cable television, so we got old man and girl TV antenna. So
She's zapping the fuck out of him with it.
then we got the first House of Mystery that was considered a horror cover. So this is where it supposedly started. So
that's a throwback. I think that's a homage too. Yeah.
yeah, a lot of people copy that one. It's 174. It's where it went from being like a mystery comic to start being horror. And I got 2 more books. This one I've never seen. It's an old Charlton called Mysteries of the Unexplored Worlds. And it's really out there.
Hell yeah.
That is pretty, dude. That looks
Nice,
old.
nice. Wow.
And then my big book of the last 2 weeks since I've been on the show. This book is from 1954, pre-code horror. And this one is Thing number 16, a graveyard cover.
Mm.
And
Wow.
And it's let's see, it's 75 years old. What do you think the grade is on this book? See how white that thing is on there?
I'm going to say 9-2.
Wow. I give it
No
an 8-0.
way, dude.
8-0. Let's go.
I'm going to
7-5.
go 5-0.
1954. You know, they didn't use comic books and boards till what?
I know. I did 8-0. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. I know I got it. Oh,
Wow.
D-Run got it. D-Run got it. Wow.
So a 9-0 from
Well, technically,
1954.
Price is Right rules. I went over, so I got disqualified.
But I don't know if I was buying the book or buying the grade, but I saw the 9-0 and figured I'd never see another one, so I bought it.
Hey, I get it.
That
dude.
was
That's a good
true.
buy.
That was tremendous haul, my friend. That was pretty good there, brother. So let's get Big Sean and Puff. Good to see you, Puff.
All right, so I picked up 2 books and then I got a few Action Comics, but I got this Dawn book that I saw on the wall. Joseph Michael Lindsay and it's signed.
Dawn has a
yeah.
cool following. People love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, people like that. Yeah.
Then I got the 300 variant movie cover of Wonder Woman.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Oh, nice.
That's fucking really good.
Then I finally found this issue. It's the 4th issue of the miniseries they did back in the early 90s. Last issue of the Real Ghostbusters from Now Comics.
Oh, man.
Wow. You're doing really good at getting those, man. Those ain't easy to find.
Yeah. I think I need one more. There's an annual special part of this run that I need to get. And that'll be it.
Usually if you see the Ghostbuster stuff, it's all beat up because a lot of kids, read them over and over.
Yeah.
Oh boy, we got more of the Comic Collector Club alumni joining in. Big Boston Chris, brother. Good to see you, Boston Chris.
What's going on,
I don't know
Boston?
when I just jumped. I
Yeah,
just
Boston.
jumped into someone talking about beating up kids.
Yeah.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
let's punch a kid in the mouth.
Shockwave
All right,
nostalgia,
so-
my fam.
There's a few Action Comics. I got Action Comics 424.
Ooh. I like
Oh, that's a Nick Hardy cover. That's fucking a classic, dude. That's like a classic muscle car, brother.
Hey, he's tugging on his cape. That ain't smart.
So he's twirling him around like, yeah, getting cool.
That's the ceiling fan.
Action 431.
Yep, Parasite. I read that one. That's a kind of show I like to read.
This one, I love this one. The number is cut off on the edge, but I know it's in the 400s. Action Comics, get punched back in the past.
Yeah.
God damn, that dude's swole. Look at that motherfucker, boy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna find out which issue that is for you.
I should have notated on the back, but this one, like, damn, they keep doing Superman dirty, man. 472, man.
You know why?
Yeah.
Because
they always doing dirty.
Well, that's the thing. Like Superman's so powerful, you can't show him whipping everybody's ass all the time. Sometimes you got to take a beating.
Hey, let me see that no number, the one that you don't have a number for again. Let me see that one more time.
This one.
Oh,
all right. I'm gonna find it.
The book.
What number was it? It don't have a number. Okay.
It's 485.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Oh,
Nice.
D gave me a slab of that one.
Yeah, breaking the chains.
Yeah, kryptonite chains, nice.
I should grab it.
I'm out of my league right here. Man, Biggie, what'd you do?
And then the Whitman variant. This is pretty beat up.
Were they in packs, right? The Whitmans?
Some of them were.
Right. Okay. That's still nice.
I'll grab it after this. Well, I might be able to get it.
I'm gonna open this one up to see the number because this one that don't have the number on it as well. And this one is 495.
There you go. 495.
Let's see what this one is before D finds it.
Yeah, I'm struggling.
463. Yeah, 463 is this one.
Okay.
He punched so hard to get knocked to the pass. And that's all I got, Big.
Action's a crazy books, man. It's just like that's one run I never really fully got into, and it's kind of, I mean, for me, for my collecting, it's probably a good thing just because there's so many of them and they're not cheap. You know what I mean? Like it's like you look back and it's like, I mean, you can get a good amount of them for a good price, but still, it's just like, when you feel like you tackle that beast, it's just like it's such a long run of comics.
All
Good to
right.
see you, D, man. Let's see what Big D's been
You see some
into.
Spider-Man 9/8.
Yeah,
man. Clone Saga.
On the Clone Saga collection continues.
There you go.
We got Amazing Spider-Man number 401.
Nice.
Oh, man.
That's a pretty looking book. You know what's cool about them books? The art wasn't bad. Like, they
Oh,
was
yeah.
good art.
That's Mark Bagley right there.
Yeah.
Then we got this is a Ron Lim variant cover of ASM 75.
Good golly.
That's
Nice.
when Ben Reilly became Spider-Man most recently.
Damn, that shit's hard.
Then here's a book that's part of the Clone Saga. It's Venom Super Special number 1.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I've never seen that one.
No, that's
Yeah.
a key, I think. That's a fucking good
Oh,
book.
look at that. A double comic.
Yep.
Wow,
So when I
that's
go to C2E2 next month, I'm gonna have them flip this to be the front cover.
I see.
They did it before, so I need to get that done again.
So what have you done? Actually, when you do it, you get two of them.
What's that?
You get two of them. That way you sit there and display them both. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true.
Oh,
true.
man.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Let me write that down. I'll write that down.
Here we've got Green Goblin number 3.
Yeah, I've never seen that. That's definitely different.
There are.
I think I got
Okay.
I got one of those Green Goblin issues. I can't remember what it is, but
There are only 3 9.8s in the world of this book right here. So,
Wow.
and one
That's
other guy, the guy that's the number 1 Ben Reilly guy on the CGC registry, he has 2 of them.
Wow.
Why is that? Why are there only 3? What's so special about that cover?
No one
It's
grades them.
because no one gave a shit about this book to slab it.
Yeah.
Ah, gotcha.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Like I feel like
That's
that's a
true.
book I've probably passed up a million times. Just as like,
Yeah.
who would even know that?
This is not a valuable one. Like,
It's not even.
Wow.
It's,
got a Spider-Man cereal advertisement on the back here if you're hungry.
Yeah.
Yep, eat
That's
your
still a
cereal.
fun one though,
Yeah.
just because you think about it for rarity's sake, as far as you say only 3 9/8s.
Yeah.
Shit, start scooping them, making it like, yeah, there's 300 9/8s now. I
ain't
own
nobody's sending those Green Goblin books to get slabbed.
Yeah.
Nope.
If I find one that's good, I will do it.
All right. I'm going to hold you to it. Here, this is my last one. This is Spider-Man number 54.
Oh, nice.
That's a cool cover. See?
Yeah. And then it's also, this is another flip one.
Oh, another flip.
That's like the classic. Yeah.
Hit him with the flip, bitch.
That's cool. You don't see that too often. Flip.
Yeah.
Turn that over, D, please, if you don't mind. That's an homage to I think Spider-Man 64.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Those look like, nice.
See? You gotta get yourself
shit.
another one of those.
Wow.
Then get that graded, flip it on the other side.
Yeah, but so yeah, man, I'm chipping away at this Clone Saga, man. There's a lot of books in there, and I'm
That-
that is the most
Fantastic, D.
Uh oh.
That's crazy.
Oh,
He got up. He's going.
Yeah, he's grabbing.
we would start the 20 count if this was the Tony Sanders show.
That's one of the.
Oh, he got out of the ring. He rolled out of the ring.
Ooh.
Little Spidey super stories.
Yeah.
Medusa.
Those are
Nice copy.
That's an underrated series. I love those fun series. Those are, and they used to be cheap as anything not that long ago, like all the other comics.
Yeah, them
Oh, yeah,
electric
that's a
company
good
came
one.
out of the library.
I never find that book. I'm like,
Okay. Yeah, this is a high condition copy too. I'm pretty happy I found
Nice.
it. It's my second
Yeah,
copy.
you
I found.
get the Spider-Man where he's hanging out with the electric company. That's a book right there.
This is a reprint of First Blood Sport, but it's an Italian copy, and it's a cover of another first appearance I was just reading about. It's a John Byrne cover, but I can't remember
Yeah.
the second.
That was a cover for, I think, I'm gonna look it up. It is one of the second series of Superman.
Yeah, I saw that a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, it's a first appearance
Yeah.
or something. That cover.
Let's say
is.
Byrne did the Bloodsport cover too, though, right?
Yep.
I don't know. I never had that.
Oh,
before.
nice.
what's his name? The
You know what this is?
the
Anybody?
Freak or whatever his name is.
Yeah, it's the first Freak. I didn't know that. And
Freak,
it's also
yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
like
Yeah, he
kind of like
cuts off
that
the
Wolverine
content.
homage with the reflection shit, you know?
Yeah.
yeah, but instead of his claws,
Exactly.
got that knife. Yeah.
So that other one you
You got
just
it.
had, that Superman one, was
Yeah.
the cover for Superman number 3, and it was the first appearance of Amazing Grace.
Yeah.
That's right. I just read that today. Yo, we got Who Dat. Good to see you, Who Dat,
Yeah.
brother.
Hello.
Who that? You missed all my Clone Saga books, bro.
That's good. I came at the right time.
I feel like this is a cool book to get right now because of the Thunderstrike. And,
It could be.
yeah,
I mean, if
why
they
not?
actually, you know what I'm worried about? Like, so I've been reading. I did read a couple times. Like, oh, like She-Hulk's not going to be it's an antithesis of all your superhero shows. So I'm like, if she's not going to fight anybody, like if Titania shows up and they're not going to fight, what's the point? So,
I've just been trying to replenish my collection. So I sold some Power Man Iron Fist, so I grabbed me some more Power Man Iron
Yeah,
Fist shit.
agreed.
This is the first Jane Foster store. It's just a shitty variant of it, the raccoon and Groot variant. But
I saw that somewhere.
yeah, Lady Fantastic had one. She actually schooled me because I had it before.
No,
too.
I want to say I saw that on either Key Collector or something else. That like someone was trying to promote that book.
This
I
is,
just sold that. I just sold
this right here.
one of those.
Stephanie
2 hours.
Hans.
Yeah, I found 2 of these. There's probably more than that, but these are fucking perfect. These are like 10.9
Yeah.
or something probably.
I sold mine last week actually, and I sent it
Got
out
the
today.
Black Panther new copy. A cover.
Yeah, I saw your
actually
post
been
on
pulling
that.
Yeah, I've been pulling that. I'm surprised I don't see more people show this book. This is the first Black Nick Fury, Samuel L.
Nick Fury.
Jackson,
Yeah.
Right.
Marvel
Yeah.
Team Up 5. I've probably gotten 10 of these by now.
I have none. But that's all right.
It's a good book. It's everybody thinks of number 1 and they think of that other book, the fucking infamous or invincible shit.
Oh, Hercules.
Hercules, yo.
Nemo.
No, nobody's seen the Thor movie yet, right?
That Hercules. No, I'm going to
Yeah.
see it on Sunday. That Hercules in the
Oh, okay.
first
I ain't gonna say
miniseries
nothing.
was pretty good.
Aha.
I ain't gonna say
I've gotten
nothing.
like 10 of these too. This is the first time Spider-Man appeared as a black man on Spider-Man.
I was gonna say it's hanging out in the hood.
This is first
Oh, I remember that.
Legion of super villains.
Okay.
Yeah, that's basically an homage to the first one with League of Superheroes or whatever. Legion of Superheroes.
Yeah,
Well, they vote
it's
them
like
out,
it's got to be one of the, or well, I don't know. It's an early homage though. I got some more.
No, it is, because they did that first one, and it's like you know, the three main of them, and they're voting to see if Superboy can get in.
Yeah, sorry about my video quality tonight, boys. I didn't feel like hooking my camera up, but couple more Silver Age. It's like a cosmic fart, and we'll finish off with I've got like 2 or 3 of these this week.
Oh man, I say strike while the iron's hot with those, because that thing is going right back in the dollar bins as soon as that show's over.
Let's get Paul to heat the crowd up, man. Maybe you can get
Oh
people
man, come
talking,
on.
brother.
So I got a few, but then I'll just show the other ones.
But yeah, I got the new ones from Biggie. Biggie asked me, and I found this one. They had a couple of these, and then I picked up this nice Strength Academy.
Is that a Wolfman?
Yeah, I think that's the Wolvie one. One of the
Holy
characters.
shit.
That's the variant. I think it's Ryan Stegman that did it. I think so. Got Ryan Stegman right there.
There it is, Stegman.
Yeah, so I didn't bring out all the other ones, but
These are the two. So where I went, they had like 4th of July sale, and then he said if you come back on Monday, he was doing 60% off. So I got early
Oh man, that
Wonder Man issue.
oh there you go.
Oh yeah.
That's a good one.
And
Yeah,
then
it's
this was
like
like the
pretty cover.
third.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
cool.
Yeah, it was like
Oh,
60% off. So that was pretty good.
Yeah.
Then these last ones, these are I've been selling a bunch of these, but I got these at antique stores. So anybody listening, y'all go antique stores, toy stores, anywhere you can find and just ask for comics. But I got
There you go.
But they
What's
have,
that? 40?
Millennium Falcon.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
Nice. Mark Jewell.
Oh, you're always getting them fucking Mark Jewelers, man.
Man, I bought some and sold some, but these are the ones I'm keeping because. But yeah, she gave me a good deal, like $2 a piece, so I couldn't pass them up.
Your little Strictly fucking crew always has them, son.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Get the Empire stuff.
Well, I shouldn't say
Yes,
little. The Strictly auctions usually have a look at
I'm
that.
trying to think. If that first one you showed, I think that's like the first.
These are all
like,
keys. I
cameo
think
like
it's
Yoda.
like Yoda, I believe.
Yeah, that's Yoda.
Yeah, Yoda.
Yoda cameos in that, and
Oh.
he's in the Boba Fett one too.
Yeah, that little Strictly
That's right.
crew that has 9 auctions a week.
Hey man, I don't know, man. I'm only on 2.
That's a good cover too.
He's only on 2 a week.
Beta
Yeah.
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 Nice.
I
And then
figured
my
it'd be
last
easier to get
one.
on there going through Paul than fucking beta. I tried beta once. He made me wait.
Let's see it. Let's see if he has the 41. That's a good one.
No, I ain't got the 41 now.
That would be amazing if you got it for $2.
Wow, damn.
Baby blue, baby.
yeah, that's
I've
all the ones
never
I got.
actually.
You got all this at an antique store?
Yeah, she sell mainly around here in Houston. Like they sell. She does more on like the iron skillets and pots or something like that. She says those
Oh,
are
yeah,
what
and,
sells a lot. And they got like old furniture. But yeah, I asked her, went in there one day and said, hey, do you have any comic books? She says, I have these books. You may not want them. They're not superheroes. And I looked through them. I said, oh yeah, I want them. I'll take
Wait a minute.
But by the
Yeah.
way, Paul, since you're a special guest, we'll probably give you 2 or 3 turns tonight. So don't feel like you got to blow your wad the first
I
round.
can't.
Oh no, I ain't got no more. I mean, I just came on. The only
Oh,
other
you
thing
better
is
brought
like
some more than that.
the only
That
other
ain't
thing I
bad.
got is this.
Oh,
I got from
there we go.
Second and Charles, and then I got it pressed. And
Nice.
yeah, Second and Charles. Yeah, I got
I
it.
love Madness.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that Something's Killing Children behind you there too.
Oh, that one I got it
That's some bullshit.
originally when they came out. So yeah, I got it screened 9 days.
That's the bullshit.
one-
How the fourth print's worth more than all of them on that.
This
fucking
one I
book.
got
That's
from
just-
some
that's stupid.
from some toy show, and
There you
then I
go.
got it graded. Yeah.
Nice.
All right.
Thank you.
Fair enough. Let's bring in the second special guest. We'll give Paul an turn even if you don't want one.
Oh, I ain't got no more.
You got more than that, man. So good
First
to
of
see you,
all,
ancient dude.
thank you, Biggie, and thanks for having me on again. And shout out to the Tony Sanders crew. Who dat? Good to see you. D-Runk and my tag team partner, Boston Chris. We got to do some tag team before, you know it. So since this is my first time on, and I'm probably the oldest collector here, let me just show you what I got for cover price along the years. So again, 75 cents for this one off the rack.
Nice.
Yeah. Still in good shape.
That's nice. Give you a good $5 for it.
50 cents.
He's like,
50 cents for this.
I sold that last week.
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
I have to say, I almost got you on that because I found one at LCS a few months back, and I paid $3,
Okay.
and it came back at 98.
Wow. Do you have to press it or clean it or anything?
I did press and clean it, but it still came back at 90. It was a newsstand too. It was just like yours. I was like, man, I can't believe I do so. He's like, I don't care about that. But that's what he told me.
This could be. It's in good shape. It's in pretty good shape.
It's a key book, and it's worth more than what he just. He's like, I don't care.
Oh yeah. And now the ones that you guys are probably going to be really jealous about. I don't have all Marvel. I did pick up the first Killing Joke.
First print.
Yeah, first print. Yeah. Great story, by the way. Great story.
Yeah, I agree. Not too.
And this one, paid $1.
Nice.
Off the rack.
Mm-hmm.
Probably the best one of these was this one here.
Ooh.
Oh, nice.
Paid 40 cents back in the day.
When you
Direct edition too with the
Yeah.
We watched.
when you bought
Tony
them off the rack,
yesterday.
where'd you buy them at?
This is when I was living in the East Bay, Oakland, and Alameda. My first experience was a 7-Eleven in Oakland, California. The spinner racks,
Yeah.
and that's where I got all my in fact, I still have the very
I just
first
said
comic I bought.
7-Eleven too.
Look, this
We gotta do
is.
this right first.
I'll show you this. This is the very first comic I ever bought back in 1976. I still have it. It's beat up to hell, but this is my most sentimental book. So that's Bernie Wrightson cover, and even I knew back in the day how different this looked versus the Marvel covers because I learned later that was the co-creator of Swamp Thing, but it had a different feel to it. So these are a couple slabs. I just love these covers here. I've shown this on the hunt before. An underrated book, Submariner 8.
That
Kind of a
awesome.
kind of the what is it? Fantastic Four 112 feel to it. An underrated book here, First Defenders, Submariner 35.
Nice.
This is Defenders versus Avengers.
Yes.
Great Sal Buscema art, still reasonably priced. And I'll bring out another Submariner book here that I'm hoping, they get. We've all seen the new Submariner in the Speedo thing. I'm not liking what they're producing. I'm hoping he shows up in this.
Oh.
That's what he should show up in the black or the dark suit.
That's the debut of that new costume. It was a new costume right there.
New costume, yeah.
Right.
Submariner 67. That whole Submariner series is underrated.
We got a request from 84, Comic Head 84, if you don't mind, Dan.
Yes, sir.
He's saying, what do the keynotes say on that Sub 8?
What are the graders' notes?
Keynote.
Yes.
That I haven't looked up. I am a subscriber to CGC. I haven't bothered to look it up.
Dan, he's asking.
It has keynotes on your
It
slab.
should be it should be like on the right side of the slide. Like, what does it say?
Oh, pardon me. Submariner versus Thing. First Silver Age appearance of Betty Dean, Vision, and Giant Man cameo. So.
Oh, they don't even say classic cover.
Reloaded.
No, it doesn't say classic cover. It should, but it doesn't. No, great issue. Just one more, then I'll put a pause on it. This one here I got quite a while ago. This one here, another underrated book because there hasn't been any Hulk movie. First Doc Samson.
Yeah.
I paid like $40 for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is start looking into the early Hulk runs because they're underrated and still quite reasonable.
Yep.
That's fantastic, man. So we got my tag team partner, Big Bleak, baby. What up, Bleaker?
Where's he at?
All right, we're going
There he
to
is.
go smooth on over to
I was
Boston,
like,
Chris,
where? I
brother.
was like, oh, there he is.
Yeah, to get his
Yeah.
books. What up, Bleak?
Hey, man.
I
How are
actually
you?
got something that came in today from Sands. Actually, I was like, I got a package. And I was like, oh, nice. So this stuff came in from Sands today, from the auction that he did on Saturday. I think is it a Saturday or it might have been the pop. I forget which one, but sent me some Spider-Man books. So this 268. Yeah. And you got to get the connecting code. I think it's like a web of Spider-Man's a connecting code.
Yes, it was.
It is a fucking. I thought it was,
Yeah.
dude. I always
Yeah.
thought
Oh,
that
yeah.
was a connector.
Wow.
So it starts with the black and then connects over to the other one, so it's pretty cool. Then I got the 269, so him fighting the Fire Lord.
Those are great, man. Black Suit Spider-Man's always good.
Nice.
Yeah. And then this one, this is an homage to an Avengers, and I don't know, I forget which number it is, but it's him beating the hell out of somebody. But, you know, his Spider-Man pounding out the Fire Lord, so that's pretty cool. And they're all newsstands, which is awesome. Hold on. Get this off real quick. And then this one's awesome too. I've never owned this one. I really like this cover too. The 241. That Vulture cover.
Yeah.
That's cool. Then you got 267, where taking the train to work. And then this one's kind of cool too. I actually like I like the way this cover looks. Joe Rubenstein did the inks on this one. I forget who. Like I know that one's Cowan. I forget who is it. Dale Cowan, maybe. I don't know. But there he is. You're separating Toad and Frog from fighting each other. That's pretty cool.
Terrible.
And then because I'm an evil person and I have to do it because Dan's like I bought this and it was a 75 cents back in the day and blah, 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 blah. Like he's not even here. He's not even here so I can flex on him. But I wanted to flex on him. I do it again. But yeah, I had to flex on him with this because it's like he bought his for $75. I got this for $10. I want to say back in like 2015 maybe. But I went ahead and I got the same book. But look at that.
Oh yeah,
signed.
signed.
So we got Claremont, we got Milgram, and then Mike Golden, and then there's that certificate right there. So
I can't even pull it. I can't even pull out that book now. You got yours triple fucking signed. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, man.
Everybody should have this fucking book.
That's the only thing about
Everybody
that
should
book
have
is that cover, man. It's just too much on it.
You know what's crazy is that wasn't the original
No,
cover.
fuck that.
The original
Yeah, it
cover was way better. It was way better. Was it? I think it's I think Al Milgram has like the print of the original cover. So if you go to his booth, I'm almost positive he has the print of that cover. And it like the original was so much better. And I guess like they just couldn't get it approved from Marvel. Like Marvel was just like, yeah, no, just do it like this. So they kind of went with that old school, like kind of like old way of doing the annual covers back in the day. But man, like that was like when you see the real, like it's almost like too, like when you see the original cover that they were thinking of doing for Carnage, it's very, very different, and it looks a lot better than one they ended up going with. But but overall, man, just a badass book, fresh rope. And what's crazy about this book too is that like for the longest time, this got no love. Like nobody cared about this at all. Like almost, you know what I mean? People are like, oh, fresh rope, whatever. Like, and it just kind of languished until maybe a few years ago, and then people were like, oh, like this is expensive now. So I mean, this was a steal. I want to say up to like 6-7 years ago, you could get it for like next to nothing.
So we're gonna move it on. Was that your last book?
Yeah, for now, it's
For
my
now?
last one. Yeah.
Okay. Let me move it on over to Big Who Dat, brother. Good to see you, man. Glad you made it.
Muted, sir.
Yeah, there he is.
Oh, Dan's back now.
There we go.
All right.
Yeah. Who that?
I'm ordering pizza on Domino's.
Are you using your mind like the commercial?
Hey, hold that. I gotta ask. You've been how many time champion? How you not have a title belt, man, yet?
I've been relaxed and taking a break. I did have. Well, no, I had the cover. I had the cover title.
A long time ago.
No, he needs a
I'm-
physical.
You ain't got a physical. Where's the physical one, man?
Oh, you saying you don't like flash out no belt?
Oh,
This
You
bad
need
boy
to win
right
the
there.
world championship.
Oh yeah, and happy birthday to your daughter, man.
Thank you.
Yeah.
She was asking if she wanted pizza or something, but yeah, I I try to keep it low.
You know, I
key.
already sold him. You know, I already
You
sent
what?
him one. Who?
Oh
sent
yeah,
him
I
one
got
posty.
one
I sent
from.
you that one.
I don't have it with
Yeah.
me. I need to have my own room, man.
Yeah.
If I have my own room, I could have everything. So I have to rearrange stuff from every time. But I could easily grab it. It's right in the other room.
But you're like you're over 10 time, bro. Like Two Dats won the championship. He's a legend, dude. He's a fucking icon of
Hall of Fame.
only two-time Hustlemania champion.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
We only had 3.
And they can come to an end though. Well, that's not
Hey Dan, did you watch the show last week of the collective? I'm not last week, 2 weeks ago.
I did not, sir.
All right, I'm gonna show this book only because Dan. I don't know who else didn't see it, but Dan didn't see it. I don't think I showed it to him. I don't think I did. I don't know. Maybe I did. I don't know.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah.
Origin and
Old
first
school.
appearance of Mary Marvel,
So
Got-
amazing. That's so amazing.
1942.
Who did the cover on that?
That is
That's,
the CC Beck.
That's CC Beck. Okay, yeah.
CC Beck painted cover.
Yeah, we talked about it after the show on Tony Sanders. I've got one CC Beck cover in my whole collection, but
I
man,
love it.
oh
I love the back
God,
cover.
that's gorgeous. Look at that. Look at that.
What's the kid one called?
It's Captain Marvel Jr.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Elvis's favorite
Bullet
character.
Girl, her first appearance, you can't find it. I'm just gonna say it out there because I didn't realize Bullet Girl's first appearance was actually a Hitler cover, like a classic Hitler cover, with him getting punched by somebody. I forgot who he's getting punched by, but yeah, it's like because of that, it's so hard to find. And I was like, yeah, I'm probably not gonna ever get that book. It's ridiculous. Like they only have like 30 something on the census.
That sounds like a doc book.
Yeah. Doc didn't have it either.
Really?
He looked it up and he helped me get in touch with some Golden Age people, and he talked to them and they were like, I've never seen that book. That's a ghost. Well, and then they started talking about like he said it's never shown up for auction in years. Like
Wow.
it's only like I said, like 30 of them on the census. Or might be less than that. It's ridiculous. It's like you have a better chance of getting like maybe like the first Superman in that book.
Wow.
So I only had like three pickups this week.
Oh yeah. Black Bolt.
I got,
That's a fucking good one, bro.
7-0 off white to white. So I got it to go. I got a 45 and now I got a 46. So happy.
You want to send it in and get it graded, or you got it graded?
No, I bought it from somebody. Got
Yeah.
a good deal on it.
That's a nice one.
Like five. Well, I think like 500. Oh, yeah.
That's nice.
No, actually, it was probably less than that. I don't remember.
Rock City, what up, dude?
I picked up this book. I sold a copy of this book to upgrade this to this copy. I had to put a little bit of money from other books that I sold, but I think it was worth it because the next two books are 9.6s, and you got a 32 and a 96.
Yeah.
So I think I'm gonna stop at this grade for this book because it's ridiculous in a 9.8
Or 9.8.
Yeah, for price
That's
wise.
a high grade fucking book.
But yeah, for 1977, Origin First Appearance of Spider-Woman. That is a PC keeper that's going in a different box, not my box, but so bought that right before I think I left for vacation when we went on my daughter's vacation / birthday trip. So I sold the other book and I told her I was going to upgrade it, and I was able to upgrade it. But like I always tell people, buy the upgrade, then sell the book. So I had already purchased that book. I didn't receive it yet. I didn't pay for it yet. But then I sold the other one, used that money and other money that I sold stuff, and that's how I got the upgrade. But always get your upgrade first before you sell the book. Because I've done it multiple times, sold something. I got one left, Biggie. That's it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I got one left. That's all I got left. I only really had 3 books.
Why'd you let me do that, Paul?
I'm sorry, man. I touched the controls by accident.
So this book here, this is real. This is definitely 100% PC because you'll see when I show it. But I sold 2 copies to get this copy. Bought this from a guy called Reggie Collects. I don't know if anybody
Never heard of him.
Never heard of him. Never heard of him.
Soldier, baby.
Just kidding, Reggie.
I got some pictures of the box, and I didn't want to send Reggie because he probably would have had a heart attack. It looked like the box went through like the ocean. They took it out. It dried up. They said, let's throw it in the river.
Threw it back in there.
They dried up, and then they delivered it. Because it dried, like whatever water was in it dried. The box started flaking. You know, like when paper.
Oh, it started breaking up.
Wet. Yeah, so I was like, man, I hope this book made it. I really don't know if water got in it. I don't know if they sealed their book so water can't get in it, but I hope not. So we'll find out.
Wow.
Nice.
Wow.
So,
That inner well of the book will keep water out. Water can get into the slab, but that inner well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
yeah,
airtight.
Didn't they do a
back
time
of it?
frame where they didn't use the well? Because I know I bought a couple of books that had.
Well,
Look
this
at
one
the
has
back
a
of
a
it,
well
man.
in
That's
it.
fucking cool, man.
Well,
That's nice.
you can see this one.
If
Who
it had-
that? Did you guys see? It was Comic Tom and the Golden Age Guru did a little test on a 9.8 slab to see if it was waterproof. So they put it in water, left it in for a day, and it survived quite a number of hours. But after a while, it finally did seep in. And it's like I don't know why they would do it to a 9.8, just get it, something. But anyway, it probably survived. I don't think there's one because you would see moisture immediately, forming on the outside of the book.
I was super nervous. I did an unboxing. If anybody wants to watch it, it was like on my cell phone, but I called it emergency unboxing. I took the box off, and I was like, God, I hope this made it. I was like, God, I hope this made it. And it literally just fell apart. The box fell apart while I was taking it out. And I was just like, this is terrible. I brought the box back into the post office and was like, you can take this.
Right.
You can take it. It was like falling apart in my car. And I was like, get it out of here.
Look how pretty that cover is, though. The gorgeous colors on the cover.
That's nice.
9.8 is stupid prices. 9.6s are almost stupid prices, but a couple of lower sale prices. And I'll tell you like this, always message people and you never know they'll lower the price for you. So I did get it for a little bit cheaper than it originally cost, but that's because sales have been a little bit lower.
They dipped a little bit.
Yeah, it dipped a little bit, but man, you get this book at a 9.6 or even if you get a 9.8, more power to you, but 9.6 is still as hard as a 9.8 in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much a 9.8. Fuck that shit.
I'm happy. I'm good.
Hey.
Looking good, Bleak man. Good to see you, my favorite tag team partner champion right now.
Yeah, buddy.
Tag team champions.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
This is what it's like to be in the presence of glory, Paul. You see this, brother?
Belts everywhere, man.
Two-time Hunt Tag Team Champion.
Right,
I would have beat Houdat if he didn't roll his ass out the ring too.
Yeah,
buddy.
Hold on now.
We're gonna set up the ring.
I always say I'm a two-time WrestleMania champion, but I'm the only two-time tag team champion with different partners. I think.
Oh shit! And
that's right. That's right.
I won with Cap.
Cap.
Yeah, Cap. And then I won with then it was me and Dustin. So,
yeah,
and I actually defended with Spike.
That's a handicap.
Biggie's setting up the ring already.
You was in the ring for most of that battle.
Biggie's setting up the ring.
I worked out really hard on that one.
Yo, who that fucking stopped me and Doc, bro? Like nobody could stop us, bro. And fucking Houdat did that, dude. So
Houdat's awesome.
Hey, it's all about mind games. I just tell people
balls for rolling out of the ring. That's
it's funny mind games you got to play because how I beat Doc and Biggie, I said nobody knows that book. Nobody knows what that book is. Nobody did.
I'm not gonna lie.
Golden Age book.
Mind games are a thing. I got a bunch of books this week. I paid about $100 and I'm pretty darn happy. Nice. I've been filling in my Shogun Warriors run.
Oh, nice.
because I really like Shogun Warriors. I liked them a lot when I was young. Still love them.
Dusty, Freaky, Jag.
Obviously, I've got
good to see
number 1 that's signed, but here's another Shogun, number 9. Pretty cool. They're in very good condition. I try.
Well, those are like the same vein of as like Voltron, right? Like
Yeah, very very similar. It's got that anime style to it. It's pretty cool.
Blaker, you've been reading the new crossover?
I have not. No, I haven't read anything new lately.
It's got Shogun in there. It's a crossover.
Cool. I'm gonna have to check it out. I also picked up For Your Eyes Only because it's James Bond, right? So nothing major, but it's still I like books like that for some reason. I have a whole whack of shitty ass $2 books. That guy's pretty awome. The cover is really nice. So
that's a newbie cover.
Yeah. This is a new comic, but the cover is beautiful. So
nice, baby.
Yeah.
Yes. There she is in all her glory.
Yep, that's what we
I don't know why I couldn't see anybody showing books, but fucking Bleeker shit is crystal goddamn perfect for me right now.
And this, if you don't know,
yes, Future and Perfect.
It's a bad book, boy.
That is the first appearance of Maestro. So
yep. And then the second one has him on the cover, yo.
Yeah, the other one goes with it. You gotta get the other one now, dude.
Yes, I do. I actually picked that up in a lot for $100, and I was pretty stoked about it.
God damn!
I love Doom Patrol. Doom Patrol is one of my faves. Nice. I've been trying to collect this whole run for the last.
I got a nasty Doom Patrol. I have
that show has been pretty good.
I think it's honestly one of the best comic book shows.
I got you.
As far as shows go, obviously we all love The Boys, and even Umbrella Academy has been very good. But as far as comic book shows, I think Doom Patrol takes the cake. And then,
second appearance. Yeah,
second appearance. Got to get your second appearances if you can't afford the first, as they all say.
That one's gonna follow right after.
Yeah, and this is in really good condition. You should see the box that this guy brought his comics in. I was fucking freaking out. It was just like an old fruit basket, plastic one, but there's like dirt all in the bottom. I was like, what the fuck? None of them were bagged and boarded. It's like, yeah, it was
thank you, Queefer, man. My boy Queef, I used to play Tekken together, say he's gonna send me a camera. I really appreciate that, big dog.
So Spidey,
super story.
Yeah, always like the super stories. I like the way they're drawn.
Oh, look at you! You're still in my moves, brother.
Sort of from my era. And that one actually had a second guy on the back. I didn't notice it until right now, so that's pretty cool.
Oh yeah,
a little extra, and I'm never ever gonna be able to afford that. So
there you go.
You can get it, motherfucker.
Those milestones have been going up too, though.
Yeah,
that one. I thought you meant the first shop.
I've seen some at a couple of shops I've been to. They've been pricing those.
Nice. They're $10-12 these days. I was pretty surprised. Shogun number 2.
Nice. I have that.
Is that a Whitman right there?
I got 1, 2, and 3.
This one is a Whitman. Yeah, that one's a Whitman. I'm gonna have to trade up for something a little better soon. Picked up this Uncanny Tales number 1, which I was pretty.
I got like devious.
Nice.
Yeah, I really like these 20 centers, man. Pretty much all that horror stuff up my alley. Picked up a few Shogun Warriors number 1s to sell for the shop.
Very nice.
That one is an actual newsstand, and then I got a Whitman as well. So we'll see. Yeah, not too bad. These guys are actually going up. This is a book that's sort of cheap right now. If you guys are looking for spec, that is
Herb Trimpe did the art on that.
Herb Trimp. Yeah. Actually, my one that I have in my personal collection, I have it signed by him.
Yeah. Shout out to Dusty Brick Brown in the chat. He said he's 1 issue away from completing that Shogun Warriors.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
And this one is the piece de resistance, as they say.
Look at
that. Is it a 9 too?
See that, Biggie? You made the video of you hunting for one. Everybody's getting these.
Well, hold on.
So that is 9.
I know a guy. This guy right here sent me a fucking perfect copy.
Yeah, I did.
D, how you doing?
Thank you, D.
Hey, I also sent you a First Sinister too.
Oh,
yeah, he did. The first
That's
Mr.
awesome.
D sent me half my collection, dude. If it wasn't for my NWO homies, I'd be busted.
Yeah, so I'm pretty stoked to get that. Literally, I got all of this stuff for $100 plus about a box of, I don't know, another 200 comics. So
that's a huge deal.
Yeah, especially so you guys are all Americans, so I paid $100 Canadian, probably like $2 American for you. So you know, did pretty well. Did pretty well.
What grade is it,
I'm
Bleak?
looking up the conversion rate right now.
You have
What
no
grade
idea.
is that, Bleak?
What's that?
If I had,
What grade was it?
That was a 9.2. I know,
Oh my
like, you know,
God.
everyone wants 9.6, 9.8, 9 whatever's, but honestly, I can sell this for $1.80 right now easily, and get a better, you know, just sort of increase the grade as I go, right?
Yep.
They're
So
gonna have
if
to
I-
introduce him. He's a big bad for the X-Men. So
It's gonna
Everybody-
happen. That's why it's going up so heavy right now. Everybody's basically just, and I hate it. I'm not a big spec guy, but everybody, all you have to do is pick a character that's not in the MCU right now. Yeah.
and just go.
Which
yeah,
character
that
isn't in
makes
the MCU? Fuck, I better get that's the character I'm choosing.
So
Those are the books that are all spiking right now. There's a
we
reason
got
for it. It's not because there's
Oh,
fucking
oh.
info.
we got a small topic tonight, and it's not important. It's just a fucking. If you guys have anything you'd like to share with the community, go ahead, share those again. Who that? This is the part of the show where we all share the turns and we just have
This is
conversation.
something I picked up before, way before they got hot. That Black Panther War to Wakanda. I think it's the 1 in 25. Brian Free was
Still freeze.
Freeze, yeah. I
Yeah.
just picked that. That was the song. I thought it was a 9.8. This is actually one of those books that I think, and I sent it off for the pre-screen. It'll probably come back in 9.8. Obviously, they haven't given me any notes in any of my books, so that's one of them. And the other,
Yeah, they
book,
don't really give notes on 9.8 and 9.6.
yeah, but that's why they're giving it for free now. That's why.
They fucking should be giving you notes if they're not putting them on the books.
Yeah, so, well, they're gonna give it to you for free, and this, so they're definitely not gonna give you your notes. This one's another one that I have no idea why it's a 9.6, but it's the 1 in 50.
Iron Patriot. Yeah.
I think they only have one on eBay raw for sale. This is a sneaky little key. I can't remember her name. Maybe somebody in the chat or maybe the panel can remember, but it's James Rhodes' niece first appearance.
Well, welcome back, Matt. We got Matt coming back, bro.
Maybe Matt might know, but I know it's James Rhodes' niece first appearance. A little sneaky key because they're doing the Armor War show. And they got Riri, and then Riri and his niece kind of like hook up in one of the stories. So it's like not hook up in like that way, but just hook up kind of hang out. So, but what's the topic, baby? What's the topic, baby?
I just want to show this.
So the topic
since,
tonight.
Hey, hold on, Big. I
gonna
just want
be-
to show this since he showed this his stealth fleas.
Yes.
This is a stealth flea sketch that I got from him at MegaCon.
Oh, that's a nice sketch, man.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Amazing artist.
Wow.
Yes, I remember that. That's fantastic. So it's just an easy topic. We're just going to be talking about tips and advice to give the chat or each other on things that have helped us through collecting in our hobby and shit. So, hey, we got Who Dot's daughter. Happy birthday!
Happy
Hey, happy birthday!
How old are you?
7.
Oh my goodness!
She's like,
You were so big for 7.
Yep. You
Oh,
want to hear?
hey, what did she get for her birthday? I want to see it.
What did you get for your birthday?
Got lots of.
She got a lot of stuff. It's a big old. I got a picture I can show, but this stuff. This is what I got her. But I didn't show her. Oh, you took the headphones.
she's taking the headphones.
I put it up in the box, but it's a comic. I'll have to show it to you. It's not over here, but I showed. Now she's looking around for it.
Looking for it. She's like, I need to see it. She's moving the camera.
Well, the ball was probably like 32.96. That's what I got. That's what I got for her.
Oh, nice.
So
Well, you could have made me the big Lego set. That'd be big.
Big Legos.
I just missed it. Daggone it. Show it again, please.
Yeah.
It's
I'm such a
compared
dude.
to that.
Oh, that's so cute.
Oh, that's great.
nice.
That's great.
A larger size.
Who that? She's adorable.
She
Oh,
said,
is she gonna put all those pieces together the right way, or is she just gonna make her own little house out of them?
she's gonna make her own little house.
Yeah.
Right.
No, she's gonna get me to make it. and then it's gonna turn into our own little house.
Yeah.
Who that is a good example of collecting comics well. So
Yeah.
I don't want to put you on the spot, but
Thank you.
I just like to give you kudos for doing a great job, man. I remember who that was the first guy that taught me to you could use your PC to get books you
I'll
really
do
want.
it while
So I
I'm
just
just
want to
Oh, and I guess.
They can't hear you no more. They can't hear you no more. Bye. Bye. Bye.
I think we could introduce Matt since he hasn't got a turn yet, and maybe see if Matt wants to show a couple books, and then I'll just give this book away and we'll talk a little bit.
What's up, everybody? How y'all doing tonight?
Hey, Matt.
What's going on, man?
I just got back from seeing Thor. It's pretty good. Y'all enjoy it.
Did you like it? Yeah.
Yeah, I did. I have my personal preference.
What did you do, Biggie?
I like
all the Thor movies so far. I've actually loved all the Thor movies, except for I think number 2. I wasn't a huge. Was it number 2? I don't know. One of them, maybe number 3.
Yeah,
I was
the Dark World.
Yeah, I didn't like the Dark World that much. I enjoyed.
I think everybody didn't like the Dark World.
The whole,
Malachi, man. I mean, he did War of the Realms. Like, how you just do him like that?
Preferably, I like Ragnarok better than this one, but that's just because
you went and saw Love and Thunder?
Nice.
Yeah,
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, so
it's pretty good.
I'd like to go tomorrow.
Yeah, I went and saw it Thursday. Yeah.
Ragnarok's my favorite of the Thors so far.
All right, so
Tyler wants to ask. We'll just ask you, Matt, because I'm kind of curious myself. Do you sell any books, or do you just try to get them on the cheap? Or do you have anything you could say about how your collecting habits are?
I do. I'll tell you all this. I was listening in the car and I heard I forgot who it was. Right up at the top there, he said, "Go to the flea markets." And he is not lying. Flea markets and antiques.
Oh yeah, when I said the antique, but yeah, I know flea markets too. Yeah.
Matter of fact, I showed this. I got it sitting right here because I'm going to send off to get graded. I found this at an antique shop. Yeah. You see that? $10.
Hey.
You're kidding. Wow.
In 1987, right?
Wow.
Nope.
Damn.
Last year.
Last year.
You can find all kinds of shit at the flea market, man. All kinds. Oh, I'm sorry, who that? I forgot your daughter.
She left.
Okay.
Yeah. So the address of this wonderful shop of yours is what? Actually, you know what? DM me that. No, I'll have to take a look at that.
But you can find a lot of good stuff there. One of the main things I tell people to do is travel. Well, for my job, I travel a lot anyway, so it makes it easier. So whenever I'm out of town, I always just try to find a local comic shop. So no matter where I am, I try to find a shop if it's within 15 to 30 minutes. And then I just go and take a look, and if they got something, it is what it is. And it's I call it the thrill of the hunt, man. You go out.
Yeah, just being educated is. Yeah. But do you just buy? You don't sell it though, right?
No, not yet. I am going to start selling, but not just yet.
There we go. See? I like it.
He said Matt enjoys cursing.
Most comic book buyers are sellers, man, regardless of if they're not full-time at it or not.
Some people don't, I don't think Doc's Doc sold a couple, but it's kind of like favor selling, but
Yeah, Doc's probably traded up though. Doc does it a little different, right?
Eventually, you're gonna sell. If not, it's gonna get liquidated by your family.
Your family when you're.
I say that all the time.
You roll it around in your grave.
Hold on, what was you gonna say, D? I felt like it was important. What was you gonna say, D?
Oh no, I was just gonna say if Doc sells, it's to hey, I'm selling ASM or Amazing Fantasy 1 to get first ever Batman.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, exactly, right.
He's but that's part of like a worked out deal.
Yeah. And then I saw Al in the chat. Yeah, me and him went to he's talking about me, he need to talk about him. Al found the first Gambit for $2.
Holy shit.
At the flea market.
He's saying you find an NYX for $2.
Yeah, I found NYX 2 for $2. Yeah, he was with me when I got it.
Tylox, if you really want to know how to collect comics, man, stop your pull list Only buy the ones that are important. Only buy the ones that are important. Doesn't matter what you pay for them. You pay the $20, it's fine because you're saving the $1,000 a week that you're not buying the rest of your pull list for, and then go out shopping at flea markets. At
my pull list was only
all that shit.
TMNT, and it was something else, but it stopped. It was Star Wars. I think the Adventures. That was like my only pull list. TMNT and that.
We talked about this. We talked about this a while ago on the show. A lot of these books that come out now, you'd be better off just waiting for the trade, because a lot of the stuff is just really eating into your wallet. And like y'all just said, you have books that you want to buy, and this is something that Al has started doing. Is where Al cut back on weekly pickups, and now he's been able to buy what he's been, books that he's been looking for a while.
I'm gonna give this away real quick, Matt, and then I'll come back to you.
Hey, I got a real quick question before you do that.
Yeah.
So Bleeker, what kind of store do you run?
I have a flea market booth, so it's mostly back issues. I'll put in, like when I had a pull list, I've often put in my new stuff from my pull list. If I didn't want it, or I'll get doubles of something, I'll pick up stuff new from the comic guy that I think's gonna pop and everything. So I'll do some spec stuff in there. And I've got it's mostly old stuff, Transformers, a lot of He-Man stuff. I got some T-shirts.
Yeah, if you look at his Instagram, it'll show you everything. He's really good at promoting.
I try to keep it. I try to keep mostly back issues right now. I'm trying to do more. I've got I've got some cool magnets from local artists and things like that. I like to work with local artists, have their stuff in my shop as well. Just makes me a little more unique. But as far as comic books, it's I wanted to get into selling new comic books, but it's super duper expensive, man. You have to spend over $6,000 a month on new comic books just to be in that game.
So I'm gonna give y'all a couple minutes to put a comment in the chat if you want to get in this giveaway. I'm gonna give away a Biggie beaded necklace, and we got TM, Benny Compton, Just a Little Funk, Steven Spock, Remy, DJ Lynx, Dorian, Ancient, Boston Chris, D-Runk, Nick, Castle Comics. I put Slammer and Jabroni in because I like to add them. 84, Doc, Digger, Tony, Rock, Kenneth Bird, Art, Sands, Cookie Man, M.E., Jaguar, Geeks, Lady, Freaky, Dusty Brick, Queefer, Tylock, Sleepy, LCS, Matt, Tacoma, System, Shock. So I appreciate all you guys coming, man. That's fantastic. I'm going to add a couple more. Just if anybody wants to nominate somebody, you could do that too. I'm going to add Mags, Musings, and Metarog.
Tylox is asking how you enter.
All you have to do is leave a comment. If I see you or think about you, I pretty much add you.
You got Tylox?
I do. Max, Metarog. All right. How about the boy who had 7? Fuck it. All right, we're gonna spin it. One spin, baby. Thank you guys for coming. Good luck.
No, 84.
I don't have to do shit. Thank you, Jabroni.
84.
Wow. That was a long pre-count that it was like,
the phone still.
As a lunch bag.
I thought it was 84. And you just said Jabroni.
You turned the phone and then it went something. And 84.
Hey man, I'm running out of letters anyway. Here's the Doom Patrol I wanted to show. This is the first of the series, I think.
That makes me a little jealous there, bud.
This is a bad fucking Doom Patrol. I'm not a Doom Patrol collector, but I got this motherfucker.
That's awesome, man.
Yes.
So, what was the question you was asking earlier, Biggie, about?
Advice or tips? What are some good tips? I feel like a good tip would be like, fuck all these modern books.
Well, no, I wouldn't say that always about certain modern stuff. Yeah. Like Ultimate Fallout 4 or one of the variants of or his second appearance, stuff like that. I wouldn't, but I mean, the best advice I would say this: if you're collecting stuff, collect what you love and love what you collect. But if you're buying stuff, you want to sell it. you got to look at your bottom line. You know, when you're because when you're gonna sell or you're buying stuff and selling it, you don't want to buy a book that's worth $100, then you buy it for like 90 and then try to sell it for 100. It's like you defeat you're killing yourself. Like you got to get on slabs. I don't want to buy. If I buy a slab, I like to get 20% off of GPL fair market value at the least. That's the least. That's my like. I don't want to pay over 20%. Just because I don't know how it's gonna do. It fluctuates, especially with market right now. I'm definitely not gonna pay FMB on anything. Raw books, you gotta learn. You gotta know how to grade. You gotta definitely be in that range to know how to grade. If you're buying to sell. If you don't know how to grade, don't get the book that can teach you how to grade. Or if you have slabs help me a lot more than reading that the book on it, because I'm pretty good at telling like ranges. Like if a book is between a 5 and a 6, and that helps out a lot. But definitely learn how to grade if you're gonna buy raw books and try to flip them. Because
do you sell your raw books as graded books though? I'm noticing this a lot in selling. Everybody's selling like, hey, this is a 9.8 for sure. Blah blah. You know, you get all this near mint nonsense, and they're trying to sell all their shit for like.
I like to give respect to hardworking comic book collectors, and I gotta tell you, man, this fucking guy here in this pink room with the big ass bead on this fucking thing.
That's commercials. His
name Paul.
I got another bead from Harris Casino that you can put liquor in there and drink it while you're going along.
But I tell you what, man, this son of a bitch, he's pretty good.
I mean,
I shouldn't call you son of a bitch. This guy right here is really good.
Before I started selling a lot, but I used to trade with like comic shops and stuff. So I acquired this by Mr. Matt was saying, like going hunting, and then you just grab the books that you have duplicates of or something, and then you trade for books that you like. And like who that was saying, you know how to grade, so then you know what the book would come back as, if it's worthy to grade or not. But like he's saying, spec is not a spec. People pick up stuff like Riri Williams. I mean, all the stuff in the MCU is just blowing up. And also the other thing is just know and information and knowing all the people. Networking and getting deals from other people.
That's a fucking good point, bro.
Pump the brakes on FOMO too. Like if something gets hot and has no reason why it got hot, no reason. Like
I don't know, man. That Riri Williams, I'm thinking she's gonna really pop because I think she's gonna have a following when she shows up and then she does her own show.
So, yeah, they're currently filming the show, and she's gonna have a role in Ironheart. So it's like that's known, but don't get like. First appearance of was it Iron Cat? That's the new thing, the Iron Cat.
Yeah, Iron Cat.
As an older collector, though, and I don't know much about Riri Williams, I would have guessed this would have been, and I still say James Rhodes should have taken over the Iron Man role for a lot of reasons. He knew Tony Stark, he knew the armor, he knew the whole thing behind it. He had experience behind the armor. I don't know why Marvel didn't do this. To me, was the logical choice. He was an older character, more experienced. Riri seems like a younger character, inexperienced, but I guess they're going for the youthful look.
Well, the thing with that character, that's her own entity. James.
How do you mean? How do you mean?
What? Well, because James Rhodes, they're doing his show, and they never said that he's not taking over the mantle for Iron Man. The obvious choice is him for Armor Wars. Riri is gonna be, like I said, her own. Like she takes ideas from Tony Stark's and does her own thing. She's so super intelligent. But I believe James Rhodes will be Iron Man in Armor Wars. That's just my thoughts.
Oh, so you think he's gonna leave the War Machine for someone?
Yeah. I mean, or he might keep it and just change the name, and say, but I think he's going to be Iron Man,
And also in the Secret Wars, it was James Rhodes that was in the original Secret Wars, not Tony Stark.
Yeah.
So,
I appreciate you, Matt, for coming back, man. I felt like I cut you short during your turn. Do you have some more books?
Oh,
you'd like
sorry,
to
Matt. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
Matt.
I got some stuff, brother. I got some stuff, man. I got some stuff out. We're actually the guys we have had. If you follow us on IG, a couple years ago we had what we call a heist, where we had this guy who let us get about 50 long boxes of comics. Well, he hit me up last Sunday. Was like, "Hey, man, I'm liquidating again." So, so I went over to go look to see what he had, and we're going back next weekend. So next weekend we'll all have a pretty much a big haul again.
Man, I want to see that same photo of y'all sitting in the back of that van with all those boxes.
It's not as big as it was last time, but yeah, we'll take a picture. We'll make sure we take a picture in the room. So I did see some stuff that I had been looking for, and I got it. This is my second copy of A Distant Soul. This number 6. This is the first appearance of PandaCon.
Oh
and,
shit!
And this is a grade A copy because this guy. The thing about this guy is his collection. He hadn't touched it in 20 years, so it just been sitting in the room. So everything's nice and neat. So I got a homage cover Swamp Thing.
Oh, nice.
I didn't even know that was Walt Simonson's wife that was on the cover.
Yeah,
I was like,
please.
wow.
Third
That's what
appearance.
Goblin says all the time.
Nice.
Nice.
I've never seen that cover.
When I saw it, I was like 37. I said, "Well, that's got to be the third appearance." I looked it up, and
So
sure enough,
cool.
it
We're gonna
was.
look at it for a while.
Damn.
Yeah.
Man.
Yep.
I've never
Are you
seen this.
all frozen?
That's
Man,
a pretty book too.
I'm out of here, Matt. Just, man.
Then Hellblazer #1.
Nice. Constantine. That movie was on last week. It's actually a really good movie.
Spiderman #1 variant.
Nice.
Okay.
And we got the Darth Maul 1 in 25. I think this is 1 in 25.
It's just plucking bangers, bro.
That's
Just
sweet.
robbing
Okay.
these guys.
I'm announcing right now, Matt is my new tag team partner.
He's just
What
going in
the
there and
God?
Yeah. Primer #5.
Oh,
Don't you worry about it. I got something for you.
fucking finding primer in this motherfucker. Damn.
Then we've
I
got
didn't even know we were in the ring already.
Cowboy Viking,
Oh, nice.
Ninja Viking #1. I didn't realize this book was so big, so when I pulled it out, I was like, "Damn, that's Golden Age size." I'll get this every
Oh,
time.
yeah.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
I get that every
That's
time I
nice,
find it,
dude.
man.
Omega.
I still don't have one of those.
And this was
Fuck
Good book
here.
to get.
I offered. Now I want y'all to understand. Now I offered him money when I saw it. I was like, "Look, I will give you, some cash for this book."
Got it in the top loader.
And he was like, "Yeah, it's in the top loader. That should already tell you." And I was like, "Well, I'll give I'll pay you for it." And he was like, "Well, no, man. You a good friend of mine or whatever." He said, "You can have it." And I was like, "No, seriously, man. I'll pay you for this." And he was like, "No, I'm not going to take your money." And so I was like, "Well, I'm not going to argue with you, man." So.
Oh, damn.
Yo, congratulations, my friend.
Damn.
Excited. And I almost bought this early this year.
Take a look at this
But,
thing, guys.
So
Wow.
Tito was with me in Columbus when we saw it, and he was like, "Man, don't get that copy." And I ended up not buying it, and I'm thankful I didn't because
If
this
you
copy.
don't mind, Joe, can you show us real close on the spine? I always like looking at that cover's spine.
I'll tell you. Hold on.
Oh, be careful, don't.
Careful.
Taking out the top loader. Uh-oh.
We're all more nervous than you are.
Wow.
Yeah, that's pretty. That's pretty.
That's nice.
Man.
That looks 9.8-ish
It's a
to
free
me.
book.
Yeah, I'd say if I had
It's
the
a free book.
honest grade on it, man, it should be no lower than a 9.2.
Ooh.
Jeez.
That works.
No lower than a 9.2.
9.2.
So, but then, which was crazy was we got off the show last week, and I was online, and I showed this book last week, and I said I'll be damned if they selling this book for $20, even though it's low grade. I was like, they don't realize what they have, and so I ended up messaging the guy and got it for less than that, and it's another one. I showed this last week, and I got another copy of it. It's low grade, so I was like, you know what? I'll pick it up, man. So. And that's it.
I fell in love with those late 40s, teen comics. Those are a lot of fun.
They are, man. They are. I saw a couple last night that I had to mark for my wish list, There's some really cool covers. I love the artwork on some of that stuff, man.
Yeah.
Hey, Dan, if you can check out the last episode of this show when he made his appearance, Matt, because Matt came on the last episode, and he was dropping more bangers. Lots of Matt Baker.
Any sports fans in the house? Any sports fans?
Baseball. Yeah.
All right, so this grade came in. This CGC slab came in last week, and I'm a big soccer fan, so I was excited when I got this. This is something that most people would not know if they saw it in the open. But I got this. This is a Champions League program. Now this is the first Champions League game that Lionel Messi has played in.
Wow.
And
that's pretty sweet.
Only one on the census. You're looking at it right here.
Wow.
To make it even better is you could only get this copy from the Ukraine. Well, we all know what's going on over in the Ukraine.
Yeah,
So,
a little tough over there right now.
more than likely, you probably won't see a lot of these floating around. So,
You just gave me an idea. I've got some programs from the 1990 All-Star Game in Chicago, and they're pretty scarce.
you should get them graded, man. Those things go for a pretty penny.
All right. Sorry about that. Hey, I didn't want Ancient One to get out of here. Is it okay if I call you Dan, Ancient One?
No, you please. Dan would be preferable. To answer your question of the theme today, my advice regarding collecting is, 1, how much do you love comics? 2, be realistic about your budget and stick to it. And there's been times over the last 8 years or so where I didn't have the funds to buy anything, so I stuck to that budget and didn't buy anything. But when I did buy, I was always looking for things I could afford and looking for the deals. You had to be patient. You had to be diligent, keep looking, and you had to accept lower grades. I think there was too much focus on the high grades, especially the 9.8s. And here's a great example of this one. I found this one. It's a Fantastic Four 12, but as you can tell, it's a purple label. And there's been this stigma of the purple label. I didn't care because look how beautiful this presents for a 1.5. I've seen raw copies of this and that are trash go for like $1,200. You know what I paid for this? $300.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
it. And I would take that any day of the week. So again, being very patient with it. And here's another one too, where you gotta, this is one, Ben Biggie. This is where you and I share our love for the Avengers 1.
Oh, yes.
Your copy's better than mine. Mine, I would
don't
say,
know about
no, this is really a 1.5 to 2 at the very, very best.
I
But it's
like
also
mine.
it's got a repair here on the cover.
Okay.
So that would be yeah. But you know what? I originally saw this on eBay for $775.
Oh,
and damn it, I have a perfect reputation on eBay. Once you press buy it now, you got 48 hours to pay it, and I didn't have the money because one of my customers was owing me money, and I said, "Do I take the chance?" And I said, "No," and I let it go, and it was sold within a couple days. Well, this guy bought it and flipped it for he wanted just under $1,000 for it, and I said, "I'll take it. It's still a good deal for that."
Wow.
But you got to be patient with these things. Wait for the right opportunity. And if you one thing that the only mistakes I've ever made is when I tried to force an issue, because when I bought something, I knew it was way too expensive, but I wanted it because of the FOMO element or just because you wanted it. Then I regretted that. Most of my collection is just stuff that I found at the right time. I kept looking. I saved my money when the opportunity showed up. I bought it. What I wanted to show too. Another one was this guy here with the first Hercules.
Yeah,
now
Hercules,
this is one of the prettiest white pages you've ever seen. 5.5. I've seen. I saw one yesterday, a 7.5 that was not as good as this. Now, why is this only a 5.5? CGC really hammers this. A little water damage at the bottom here because of this. Because it's damn crisp. This should be an 8.5, but it's not. They knock off 2 to 3 points simply because of water damage. But you know what? It still presents pretty well. I paid $500 for it. So, and I guess the last one I'll show is this one here. This is a sentimental favorite for me. We talked about Herb Trimp. Got Hulk 148.
Oh, nice.
Herb Trimp. That's an original sketch.
Nice.
And I will never get rid of that. That's just gorgeous. I love looking at that. And yes, sir.
Hold
this one.
Whole other one back up that you just held up.
The Journey to Mystery.
Everybody, this weekend, if you see that book, pick it up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Post scene. Yep.
I'm telling
I got-
you, that book is going through the roof.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, definitely.
So
There's Grails are still out there, by the way, and this one. I got one last one. I'll show you.
Oh, I got one.
Biggie.
Where is it?
Biggie,
Got
I
my
knew you
first.
had
Go ahead,
one. I
Biggie.
knew
Biggie
it.
Bucks, baby.
There you go.
It wasn't that long ago either.
Oh, where is it? I just had it. Damn it.
Remo, aggressive lead.
Oh, there it is. Here it is. This one is by far the most undervalued book on the market.
Oh,
Fantastic Four 52. This is a pretty one too, by the way. I paid $500 for it. Look how crisp that is. I would say this is not as good as Hoodat's. He's got an 8.5. I think the best I could get with this one's maybe a 6 with a press and a clean. But you know what? Because of the MCU still not figuring out what they're going to do post Chadwick Boseman, that's still very underrated. I would grab these. Just you can't go wrong with an FF52.
I'm glad you brought that up because if I could ask anybody and borrow their ear about this Black Panther shit, I would probably ask Hoodat. So Hoodat, what the fuck is going on, bro? Is it the Shuri girl? You got a
I
gang?
literally just got back and I heard my name. What happened?
Okay.
just like the hunt. Just like the hunt.
So with the Black Panther stuff, did you see anything or know anything about it?
Well, I knew about Atuma like 3 years ago. If you remember that. Yeah, I knew about Atuma. I knew about Submariner, but like what else? Like, what do you mean? Like about the movie?
Oh, well, there was. I thought I saw an ad with the girl, and there was like a gang, and they were fighting, and it had a title. I just can't remember the name of it.
Are you talking about the Dora Milaje?
Well, are they going to replace Chadwick Boseman with another actor?
Well, not for this movie.
They're using the actor that plays Michonne in Walking Dead. Like she's been.
Not for this. So this movie is going to be. This is what my thought process on what this movie is going to be, and I don't want to find any more spoilers about it since I found out about all the other stuff like so far in advance. But M'Baku was the only person left out of that group who didn't get dusted. Wakanda still needs a leader. And so for the last 5 years, who you think was the leader? It was probably him. And then you got to think about when Shuri comes back, Shuri's probably going to want to battle him for the throne, and she's going to become the new Black Panther. But they're just doing that storyline, and they were going to do that storyline anyway, but it was not going to be this early, if that makes any sense. That was going to be like movie 3 or 4 or something. But I mean, we're getting Submariner. Submariner's going to have ties to Atlantis and the Aztecs, which I don't have a problem with. They're just changing one aspect of his side, but I think it's going to be a good movie. It's just going to be. It's just we got to get Black Panther T'Challa back. That's just my opinion. That character without him is kind of meh,
But you know what kind of bothers me about the MCU is that
I'll be back.
Unlike the comics, where the characters keep coming back, Iron Man is dead now. There's no more Captain America. Who else is gone now? Oh shoot. Well, then now there's no Black Panther. So they're just sort of like killing off characters one after another. And so I'm not certain if that's the right approach. I wouldn't do it that way, but that's the direction they seem to be going into.
No, Dan, they're not killing off characters; they're killing off our characters.
Yeah,
I think what we're going to do.
All that new stuff's going to be worth more money soon enough.
For the end of the show, we're going to take turns, and each one of us is going to give a tip and advice, if you guys don't mind. So I think we'll start with Paul. But before you give us that answer, Paul, what is your grail, bro? Like, I'm not even sure. Like, I know you got a dope ass Punisher, but what's your favorite book you own there, bro?
My favorite book would probably be. Well, I lost my dad 2 years ago, but when I came back from the service, me and him bought a Hulk 1. Wow. So I have it in the safety deposit box.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't have enough money to do it, but he's more like an outdoors guy. and he calls these funny books. He's like, "You got the funny books again?" But I came back from the service, and yeah, me and him bought it together. That's the one book that I always cherish.
God damn, that's a good one, bro. That's probably my favorite Silver Age book, bro. That's probably my favorite.
And to say that, like you said, you found me with Chino Comics and More. I said a lot of people knew me from them. Great pair of guys, and the community's been so good. And then when I lost them, I just was like, just on Front Street, like I didn't care. I
didn't know what to do.
Yeah, so I had watched all these YouTube videos, and I was going through my collections and stuff. And this community is always so great. And now networking, meeting newer guys like these guys on the panel, I was always it's always cool.
Yeah, you know, and
here and oh, go ahead, sir. I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say you have been doing a really good job at people have been gravitating towards your personality, and I see people.
Well, I got a lot of friends, but they don't collect comics. But that's why I gravitate towards YouTube or comic book shops and meet guys on here. And like I said, now I met you guys, a bunch of nice people on here, and Biggie's always got the baddest collections. I mean, man. But yeah,
I don't have the greatest. That's enough.
Yeah, you do, man. You just be a monster.
It's pretty good.
I know.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
no, we gotta get Paul on the
watching.
hunt. And you're always welcome here, man. If you get free time, you know.
Yeah, me and Sans have been cool. I've been chilling on there with Sans. Huda, I've known him for a long time, and
yeah,
I don't know that guy.
Oh, damn. Yeah, this great community out here. I mean, Biggie asked me to come on, so I just said, yeah, I mean, of course. Just like the Ancient One said, of course, man. I've been watching you hunting for pizza and gas and comics. I mean, I just turn on your stuff. I don't know where we're going. I'm just like, I'm along for the ride. I feel like it.
I'll make it easy on you. I'll be the first one to give the tip for comic book collectors, okay? Stop buying this Tinian bullshit. He's never going to do anything with the main character. Just stop everything. Don't ever fucking buy Tinian. You stand by selling it, fucking run. That's my tip. So you can go next, Paul. What's your tip, bro?
I just say, like Matt said, just go out there in the hunt. Sometimes you may find stuff. There'll be weekends I don't find anything, and I just say, okay. And then there'll be that one weekend, or you get a phone call, hey, I got some stuff over here, come check it out. Or like also too, trade with the LCS. I mean, if you got a little shop, like I got a couple down the street over here, I trade them some of my duplicates for a book that I may not want to spend my money on. I just trade them up front and check out the book. And just be careful when you're buying online. I mean, I've heard so many horror stories on there. So just keep.
That's some good advice. You gave me like 4 or 5 good ones. I like the shit you said.
Oh yeah, I'm
about,
sorry. I was supposed to keep one. My bad.
No. If you guys want to give 4 or 5, that's perfectly fine. I appreciate it. You can keep going too. But I think my favorite thing you said was the networking, because that's absolutely true. Like being able to talk to more people and shit.
Yeah, me and you talk. I mean, I've talked to many people on there, and like I said, networking. Yeah. That's it.
Thank you, Paul. That's fantastic, man. I think I'm gonna ask D for his opinion on.
Oh man, I like the TV. Look at that old school.
Oh, this is where we play. This is where we play the Super Nintendo and whatnot.
Nice. Hook it up. The
like
Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
Nice.
Did I fuck up the screen? My screen art is so garbage right now.
Just love putting it back on me.
Did I? God damn it!
Spider-Man shirt.
Just work for fuck's sake. Here we go. I'm sorry, D.
Sorry, D. I didn't mean to do that.
Yeah, Paul don't need an apology.
Then I did it again.
Back, baby.
I took over the controls.
I didn't do that again.
Oh, I'm about to do it again.
So real quick, I want to touch on the networking thing. Like, if the more people that know you're looking for a book, they look out for you, especially if you're active. So, like, even if they don't have the book you want, when they see it, they might let you know about it, which is how I got my X-Men 1. So the networking is very, very crucial. You know, and here's a thing, like, who that will know what I'm talking about here. Like, there's been a few times lately where, we've given Biggie a little shit because he was really anxious to buy a book, right? And maybe he spent a little more than he should have, or he could have got a better deal later. But I'll tell you right now, if you need to buy the book when you have the money. No, I'm crediting you for that. Like,
I'm joking.
Oh, you're saying
I'm
spend
actually-
it before maybe it goes up or something like that?
yeah,
That's
no,
what
you buy it when you got it, and if you got a real goal, like, if I would have let my I shouldn't pay this much for X-Men 1, if I would have thought that when I bought it, like, I would have had to pay double just 2 months later.
You guys keep me from buying bullshit too, so thank you,
Yeah.
Houdat and fucking D, because I would buy straight up shit with faded covers and everything, but they always stop me. So
Yeah, but like what Dan was saying earlier, he buys a slab, maybe it's a little restored or whatever, but it looks good to him. He likes it, so he bought the damn thing, and he saved some money. So woo,
You own the book. That's better than most people, man.
So,
more solid tips.
Yeah, buy it.
Chat.
Buy it when you got the money, and go from there.
It's good, man. Thank you, D. How about you, Dope?
Dope. How you doing, buddy?
Well, I collect a little different. I'm usually looking for Golden Age and horror. And what I like to do is tell people to get real good and creative with their save searches on eBay, my comic shop and all that. And I type in stuff. I don't know if you can see it, but I go through it every day and just type in keywords like LB Cole or Golden Age or stuff like that. And if I get bored, like on a Tuesday at 3:00, I'll hit what's ending soonest. And a lot of times you'll see people not bidding on things at Tuesday evening at 3:00. So, you can pick off stuff that you might not even want, but you just don't want to let it go for nothing. And that's what I do. I just get real creative with your save searches, type in words that ain't spelled right, stuff that like that. And also, before I go, y'all were showing the Thor Hercules, but don't forget about this one now.
Oh yeah, Charles.
Hercules #1.
Charles.
Nice. Yeah, find them.
There you go. No, you do a great job in the antique shops too. This guy gets all the horror books, man. If you ever wondered about a horror book, this motherfucker probably has it. So
yeah, and that's another thing. When you're looking for old horror books like I do, kind of like what D said, the time to buy is when you see it. If you wait, you might not see another copy for 5 years.
yeah,
So,
valid.
And then double, triple.
Yeah. So with that kind of stuff, you got to buy it when you see it.
That's facts.
Yeah, I feel like you've already touched on some stuff, Dan, but just a little brief recap on what you were talking about earlier or something new.
Well, first of all, Paul said it best that this community is the finest community I've ever seen, and I've met so many great people. I've met some great people tonight. I watch more of these shows than anything else because I love this hobby so much. But I put my toe in the water after not buying new comics in over a quarter century. So 25 years later, or last year, I bought new comics. I got a few good ones like Nice House on the Lake and some Star Wars books and all that. But you know what? It wasn't me. I'm older generation, so I grew up with Bronze and Silver Age, so I'm staying with that because it makes me happy. But regarding the stuff you wanted, this Grail here took me the better part of a year. It took me about a better part of a year just to save up for this, and I got a deal on it, which is rare for a deep Grail like this. I paid $38.50 for it, and I've told newbie wants to have something like this. I said, save your money, save. Stop buying the other stuff. That year that I took to save up for this comic, there were so many other comics I wanted, but I stuck to my guns because I finally got the deal that I wanted. But you asked about Sentimental Books. That's one of them, and this is probably one of the most sentimental. This is FF3, but I had Stanley sign this back in 1988 in Oakland, which is my hometown. And back in those days, Bob Kane was the headliner for that con, and Stanley was the runner-up, and he was back in a corner at the Oakland Convention Center, sitting there by himself. There was one guy talking to him, and I'm looking across the convention floor saying, "That's Stan Lee. Where's this crowd mobbing him?" So I walked up to him and I said, "Sir, would you sign this?" And he did, and it was the most special moment I've had with Stan Lee, and I didn't want to bother him. I was shy in those days. The last year of his life that I saw him in, what was it, 2017? It took 3 days to see Stan Lee. There were thousands of people that wanted to see him.
Wow. Nice.
But guys, look, just be realistic about your finances. Do not overbuy. D has an excellent point. If you don't have the money, don't be ashamed and don't buy it. Wait for times to get better and buy something you can afford. You don't have to go for the high grade. You can build up for it, and also know your limitations. I don't have the best business sense. I mean, Hudat clearly has business sense. I don't. So I buy and I collect, and it makes me happy to have this collection. When I go to sell, I'll have to reach out to people like Hudat to sort of educate me regarding what to do, because I don't know how to do it. And don't be afraid if you don't know something. We've got this great community, so reach out and you'll get help, because this community is one of the most loving communities I've ever seen in my life.
Dan knows something. Good. Got a Mortal Kombat 2 machine behind him, so he knows. He knows something.
and damn it, I own the game, and that game still kicks my ass.
I want to bring up something before I let Puff go. This guy Puff is one of the most charming, such a pleasant person. Honestly, like
he lied.
And I want to touch on like AOKs and people being generous, and Puff being nice and generous and being friendly. And Puff has gotten some cool books because people just genuinely want to share with him, and Puff has sent me 3 or 4 or 5 AOKs through the years. And I just want to thank you for you being a solid dude in the community. And I'm so glad that people appreciate my man's Puff, because he is a very important person in the community in my mind. So go ahead, Puff.
Thanks,
Sorry.
Big Man. I mean, I appreciate that. And when it comes to networking, like Paul mentioned, the community is awesome. And sometimes they will help you out in a big way. And like my brother Matt down there, he helped me obtain this book.
Oh yeah, First Savage
Dragon. This been
Hold
on my
on.
list.
What guy? This where's he at? Don't let me lose him. There he is. This guy right here did that.
That guy right there.
The kindness of his heart.
Nice guy, man.
And because of that, I'll be on the lookout for them Archie books, because I know he's big on the Archies. So I'll be messaging him, hey, you got this, you got that, And it's always about helping people out. Somebody's looking for something. Hey, you go and dig for them, and if you see a certain book, hey, I got this book for you, man. And it's always warm the heart, when you got community members looking out for you, and then you reply that love by looking out for them. And shout out, he's not in the chat, but shout out to Stone Cold Steve Whiten, because he helped me get this big rail for me, and that is
oh yeah, first full.
What guy, 7.0 gold label. Holy shit.
Was it her first cover too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
I didn't even know Roy Thomas did that. Nice.
Yeah, it looks a lot like this one. Just
Hold on.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, we got a match.
The ring is setting up.
Looks a lot like this one.
Oh, it does.
Classic.
I think he's found a better place though, just because yours I think is a little bit better. It pops off a little more than mine does.
That's good. So that's the what I'm saying.
Patience is a virtue. I've seen books that cost more, but I passed it up, and sometimes I regret it, but then it comes back around. It's like a circle. You miss it one time, you miss it another time, but then it'll come back around. And I'll say this with Paul.
Great minds think alike, man. I knew people
what
like
you got
Chris
there,
Tony.
Oh,
I love that Conan and all that.
Okay.
But things come back around. I was able to get first Killmonger. I sold it for like $120, but I decided to pass on it. And then later on, I got a mid-grade copy for like $40. And that's with other books. And I was like, hey, the guy selling for $40 with other Black Panther books, I'll take it. And it was a really good copy.
Yeah.
First, y'all showed earlier the first Apocalypse, X Factor 6.
Yep.
I passed on that book. That book was on my wall, on the comic shop wall for like a year, for $50. I was gonna say I'll pass. I'll eventually get it. And then when I decided to get it, it wasn't on the wall no more. So I was like, damn it, I missed my opportunity. But they got it back in the shop. It was $75 now. I hesitated. Then the day came where I got $50 store credit for being a loyal customer since day one. I knew immediately I was using that book you were gonna get. I paid $25 for it. So I was like, see, it's a circle. It comes back around and it comes in your favor. So patience is always
That's very true. Very valid. Thank you so much, Puff. Who dat, man? You could write a book, dude. I wish that people only understood.
Nah, it's just you just like Puff said. I always tell people be patient. Try to, I know a lot of people like to read everything. Maybe investing in reading digital. Save some money to buy those books you want, and then look at yourself and look at your collection and look at the stuff that you really want or your grails and stuff like that. Because say your favorite character is say your favorite characters are X-Men. All right, X-Men are your favorite characters, but you got ASM grails, that you have. Use those books to get your ultimate grail. My best story is, and a lot of people are like, well, I'd rather AF-15. I had an AF-15 1.0 tape all, it was the detached tape all on the spine and all that stuff. So it wasn't a beautiful 1.0. Some people are like, oh, this is great. It wasn't a great looking 1.0. So I ended up selling that 1.0 or / raffling it off. I don't remember exactly what I did with it, but I got the money. And I was gonna hold that money until I can get a Turtles #1 first print. And lo and behold, maybe like a month later, I go to a convention, not expecting to get anything, and I'm getting the Turtles 9.0, the first print. And that was my ultimate grail. I used the book that I knew had a lot of value and got another book that has a lot of value, but more value sentimentally to me than just money.
Yeah, and you was definitely one of the first people to get that fucking book, dude. I don't think I knew anybody that had it before you.
It was me, Jabroni, and then NYC. And I almost bought the one NYC had just because I had extra money, and I was just like, I'm not gonna buy another one. And I could have got it for a really good deal too, so which was crazy because that book has gotten stupid. But best advice is always, then ask people questions. Like, you have a lot of people in the community that have a lot of knowledge. I don't know a lot about Golden Age. I know a little to make it dangerous, actually. So I ask people, like, I'll go to Man Cave, or if Man Cave tells me ask Dope, or he'll say go ask another guy some questions about stuff. So I always ask questions. Don't be afraid to ask questions, and don't be afraid to ask if you got a book that you want, and say you're like, oh man, I'm a little short. Ask the people, hey, actually, if they do a payment plan. That's a good one. I bought a lot of books on payment plans. More recently, but I bought a lot of books on payment plans because, people know you have, especially if you did it once with them, they know you have the money and you're a repeat customer. They'll give you that leeway again, and that gives you time to get more money to get that book. So, and it's just this comic game is real funny, and don't be afraid to sell a book to get a book, because you probably can get that book back. I've done that a few times. You sell a book and when it's hot, and then I bought it back, and for pennies on the dollar what I sold it for. So that helps out a lot too. I mean, actually, I sold a lot of Riri stuff. I had like multiple sets, and when it was real hot, I sold a lot of that stuff, but I still have my original run. But I kept two of these. Yeah, I kept two of them. the variant.
Thank you, Huda, man. I really appreciate you just talking for a minute about some of the things you've learned, and the TMNT is that was
You hit a good point on that payment plan, man. That's really.
Who that got that book when it was the right time to get the damn book too, by the way. But go ahead, Chris. Dude, good to see you, man.
Oh yeah, no problem. So because Dan decided to mute, and I think he did that strategically earlier, I'm gonna go ahead and when he was talking about his 75 cent, I'm gonna show it again.
Oh, yours is autographed though.
And Mike Golden, you know.
Who signed that? Who signed that book?
So you got Claremont up top, Al Milgram right below the Avengers, and then Michael Golden right in the little red there.
Yeah.
He showed it, but he was waiting for you to come back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to do that.
Not one poser on the fucking signature.
But I would say for everybody, like piggyback off of what a couple people are saying, there's a lot that has been said that really does help in a lot of ways. Definitely figuring out what you are into, like your collecting style, what you do. I know for me personally, like I went, like I used to have a pull. I used to go ahead and do that, and then I had a couple of bad experiences with a shop that I had actually been going to since I was about 9 years old, and it just they pissed me off of what they did, and it was purely like a money grab thing, and it got on my nerves because it was just a situation where it's like, here's a new book.
All right, D fam.
Here's a new book, and I show up, an hour after they opened, and the door was locked because they were basically taking those books and putting them in a file cabinet because, on the day of, there was, this breaking news that Walking Dead was just done. And nobody knew about that until like the day that the book, goes on sale. And so they knew that they could be making like $40 a pop on them. So they just hit them to the side. And I was sick of trying to do that whole rat race of like, I gotta get a shop before everybody.
I remember times being choppy around that time too, Chris, bro, because there was a lot of variants and all types of shit going on. Yeah, dude, go ahead.
Exactly. And it's just like, so I mean, for me, and I'm not gonna down on anybody who likes getting the new books. You do what you gotta do. But for me, it was just like when I went and said, you know what, I'm going strictly back issues. I was much happier doing that just because now it's like I'm focused more on what I'm doing. And I think too, another thing that's a good idea to have is have a top list, like your top book that you want to have, just because that will help you to stay focused on like, okay, instead of buying a lot of random stuff, and I still do buy a lot of random stuff because it's just like if I see something that's a good deal and it's like, oh, I've always wanted this book, I'll take my shot with it. But I think too, where it's like, all right, I have these 10 or 15 or even 5, even 3 or 4, whatever, even one book. Like I'm going for this, and this is what I'm going. You know what I mean? And then you stay focused on that. That's a smart thing to do. And to piggyback too off of the whole, I would say go hunting type thing. One place that I think a lot of people don't really think about is libraries. There's sometimes where libraries have what's called Friends of the Library sales, and they're just selling off books, like they sell off just everything they have. And a few of them, sometimes people will just drop off and donate. I've done it myself. I've donated, just comics that with just dollar books that I didn't care about. I'm like, yeah, here, let some kids read them. And the thing is, like, a lot of times they don't organize, they don't do it, so they'll just keep them off in a corner. And so there's plenty of. I mean, I can tell you right now. There's a bunch of like I went a couple years ago and got a bunch of big keys, like that. It was just things that you wouldn't believe for a quarter, like a 25 cents each, and it was just like, I'll keep buying these. And I think the last thing that I'll say too is how the world, like how everybody's kind of reiterated a couple times, use the community. It's there for you to make connections with. It's there for you to figure it out. So that's why, like, if you have that list and you go ahead and show your books or you show your list, people will watch your videos. People will go ahead and see that and like, oh, hey, I have an idea, or you can get this book, or maybe someone will reach out to you and be like, yeah, I'm trying to sell this book, or and this has happened between me and Huda a couple times. It'll be a situation where I will have, like, I've had modern books that I'm just like, I don't really like, this is in really good shape. It's probably like high grade. I would say something close to 9.6. I'll never say anything's a 9.8 right off the top, just because it's too hard to say like, oh, this is perfect, this is gonna be a great But so I made trades with him, and I made a trade with him for a book that I didn't think I'd ever be able to grab. And so it's just like, you know, I got Hulk 102. I was able to we made a trade straight up for that, and it was just, you know, and it's just just because he knew I wanted that book, and he had it, and he's like, yeah, let's make a deal. And so like, you know, and I try, you know, it's just one of those things where it's like the community is there to help you out. So it's just like, you know, and people, like the people that you make connections with, they know what you're looking for, and if other people know what you're looking for, they'll kind of help you. And then even still, it's just like, you know, if you're trying to go ahead and get to be able to sell some books, or because some people, that's a big step sometimes, just being like, yeah, I want to sell some books, because it's hard to do, just because it's hard to, you know, break away from your collection.
Yep.
But you know, if you know somebody that has auctions that sells books, it's like, hey, just ask, like, hey, you know, you have a spot for me, you think I can come on here? And they'll help you. People will help you. It's just not. I know it's funny because like I am guilty of this just like anybody else. Going to a con and watching everybody at the boxes and kind of be like, oh, what's this guy got? What's that guy? And I know
what they're picking up.
In the back of our heads, we're all just like, oh, this guy's trying to scam on my stuff. But this is like, it's not like that though. Really, I mean, it's different with the community because people are looking to help. So that's what I would say is, you know, just, you know, if you make good connections, you can definitely, you know, get some things that you.
I need my book back, Chris.
The other one, man.
So, last but not least, before we wrap up, Bleeker, my boy Bleeker. First of all, man, Canadians don't have it as easy as us Americans because, first of all, America is the #1 comic book collecting, and nothing against fucking Canadians. I love you, Bleak, dude, but my boy Bleeker don't give a fuck, and he has his own fucking shop. He's a hardworking man. Shout outs to you, dude, and I'm proud of you. And you're making it work where you're from, brother. You're representing your soil, and that fucking America Canadian shit ain't affecting you at all. So go ahead and let the people know, bro.
Not one bit, man. We're all fucking cool. That's the way it is. I actually just got home from work because I work fucking 800 fucking jobs. I just got home from work right when I came on the show tonight. So. What I would honestly recommend is, again, really look at what you really want to collect. Stop collecting everything. Stop getting every book FOMO, like this book, that book, that book. Honestly, I price probably, I don't know, 300-400 books a week, different books. And I've been pricing books for 2 years now. All those next big thing books that everybody's got, all those next those variant covers, honestly, they're $2-3 books, man. They're not really, they don't hold fucking value. Some do, some are valuable. Like, you know, I've got the first Maestro, that's a valuable book.
Someone brings like a stack of shitty like Silver Age Marvel, or it's not shitty or nothing, but you'd just be like, yo, this is $1 book, $2. But that's the fucking truth because people are poor.
The truth of it, man.
People are fucking poor, dude.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't know. Just again, stop buying all this new shit unless it's something you really love. Collect what you love. You know, I still collect some new stuff. What is it? Red Room I've been collecting, which has been fucking awesome. There's a few. I still collect Spider-Man because I'm an idiot. I still collect Batman because I'm an idiot.
I just said the shit I don't buy, and you're telling me shit you do buy. So that's
you know, I'm a collector. There are things that I just can't stop collecting. It's stupid, but I fucking do it.
All right.
And again, man, just collect what you love. Seriously,
all solid points, man.
We love you, Bleeker. We love you, man.
Bleeker fucking has to deal with shitty customers. Can you imagine? Like we've all been there with the LCS people, right? And
well, you
are one. Like, does it feel weird? Like people are poor and annoying. I'm sure.
I got both of these books for another book that I had. Again, this is all about trading up and trading for something that you actually really love. I am desperately trying to find a Fallout 4 first print. I can't afford it. It's fucking way too expensive. So I am trading slabs that are literally, they're good slabs, but they're worthless to me and they're fucking worthwhile to somebody else. So I'm trading slabs and I'm like building up and building up. I'm going for my Fallout 4 first print, man. These books are 2 books that are going to be in that trade at some point in time, you know? That's just the way it is. Somebody's going to want that, and somebody's got fucking 500 copies of the thing. So
I'm with you, Bleeker. The Ultimate Fallout 4 is the only modern book that I'm actually interested in getting.
Yeah.
We all agree on that. It's a good book to get. I feel like Venom 3 is also a good book, but people.
I
leave
have
that
Venom
off.
3 and a 9.8, and I'm going
I
to keep
keep
that.
my
I
Venom
think
3,
it's a
dude.
really good book as well. It's got a couple of first appearances in there and key first appearances, but I also really like Venom too, right? Venom's a big dude for me.
But we're gonna get out of here. I don't want to keep you guys all night. Go ahead, Matt. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say this, man. I want to piggyback off what Paul. I think it was Paul. Either Dan or Paul said this earlier about when you see it was Paul. When you see books that you want, go ahead and buy them. If you got the money, go ahead and get it.
Oh, that was D-Runk, I think.
Yeah, D always helps me with a lot of buying.
But
pull that trigger, man. Pull that trigger.
I pulled the trigger on my first.
Get the fuck out of here.
Damn,
bro.
that first print?
Yeah, first print. That's the only other person I know that has a first print.
That's awesome, man.
And the guy, I offered the guy a cash offer. I had the money on my hand right then, and he bid on it. And
bro, what's up with this guy, Puff?
He got it.
What the fuck is going on, bro?
Same thing happened with this book here. I was digging through a box, saw it.
Oh man.
Fucking 7.5 in a box.
Fucking fire just kicking everywhere.
That was just an underrated book for a long time, and then
it's finally starting to pick up. And I kept wondering for the longest. I was like, why is nobody getting this book? And it was dirt cheap for the longest. It was dirt cheap, and now
look at Puff's face.
See, Boston, you and I had a good run, man. You and I had a good run. It's Matt and I as tag team champions.
Has Matt been doing this for a long time now, or is this like fucking new?
Since I first started watching the Comic Ball crew, he's been dropping nothing but bangers.
All right.
There you go. Hold it up, brother.
I'm on the wrong channel.
Man. Damn.
Beautiful.
I watched an episode of the Comic Hall Crew. You guys were awesome, by the way.
Appreciate it.
I had to go get this out the safe, man.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go. I wasn't cooking. I was like, man, I ain't cooking enough. He already put it up.
But
my favorite book, man.
When you go out of town, man, one of the things I tell people is when you go out of town, a lot of times I hear collectors get frustrated. They'll say, well, you know what? It's no need to be going to the shop because it's going to be overpriced anyway. Well, sometimes, like somebody said earlier, you just don't know unless you ask. So we were in Savannah for a Comic-Con, and the Comic-Con was trash. So we was like, you know what? We're going to go to a store. And just so happened we went to the store, and they were having a sale that weekend. And so the guy I always ask for I want the big hitter books. That's what I say every time I walk in. I say, I want the biggest.
Hold on. You're going too fast. Right.
You got right.
Big hitter books.
Big hitter books. I like that.
So the guy pulls down a box, and I was like, "Are you selling this for that price?" He said, "Yeah, that's exactly what it is." And I said, "You shitting me?" He was like, "No, that's what it is. It's $100." And I said, "Well, damn it, take it out. I'm gonna go ahead and buy that." And so
taking it.
Damn.
If you watch our video, you have to go down the timeline. But that same day, we were leaving the store, and Larry, who was one of our panelists, Larry said, "Hey man, he's got a dollar bin outside. Let's go through it." And I was tired because we had been there for a long time. And I said, "Well, I'll tell you what, I guess I'll go through it." And the shop owner said, "Hey man, I just pulled that stuff out of storage. I'm telling you now, some good stuff over there." And so I was like, "Well, hell, damn it, I'll go look." And you can go look on on the channel, and you can see we found five Avengers Spiderman number 9 for $1.
Oh,
wow! You talk about
the original, the Miss Marvel first appearance, Carol Danvers.
Yeah, she goes Captain Marvel. Wow.
Yeah, I found one of those. So
in this last book here,
here we go.
I saw this on. I was on eBay, and if you've been watching Comic Hall, we had this running joke. We call it the Midnight Marauder. Where we get on the middle of the night, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the morning, and you'll find these crazy astronomical deals. And somebody was selling this book for $200, and I said, "Damn!" I had to go. I didn't even think I was gonna get the book because when I bought it, I was like, they're gonna realize it was a fuck up. They're not gonna sit in this. And the damn book came, and I couldn't.
Oh
man!
I don't know about y'all. I don't see this too often in this show. I go to shows and I just be looking, and I do not see a lot of this book, man.
Not
No
for
one
200. Not for $200 fucking dollars. You don't.
Yeah.
Who that? There you go, my boy.
You
Yeah.
quick with that.
Hey man, we got the same damn collection, and I just sent off my Lobo today. Too,
Ooh, a fucking night,
Lobo
dude.
too.
Boy, shit.
And last but not least, Paul.
You muted. You that?
Muted.
I had three of these at one point. I'm crazy for getting rid of them.
Dan,
Yeah, he
Dan was
raffles them
spot
off and all
on
types of shit.
about what he said about low grade. One thing that I learned early in the game is that low grade is better than no grade.
Yes, sir.
And so when I see vintage covers, I'm a cover man too. So as long as the cover looks well, is in decent shape, I'll always bite on it. And so I got this beauty
Oh.
for $75. And I know exactly why I got it so cheap, because somebody was like, "Oh, it's CBCS," and I was like, "Well, I'll take it regardless of the fact." So,
My boy 84 got one of those from Doc. I still can't believe it. It's fucking Avengers 3, man. I love that book.
Yeah.
So,
This is what we have to deal with every time when we get to our haul section, and he be trying to go first, and I'm like, bro, we already know you got banger. You better main event this shit. Let us get our worthless books out before you go.
Yeah, I got
You have this.
Yeah.
This bomb
Two.
heard around the world.
2 and 3. Yeah.
And like I said once before, Vic, like I always say, learn how to grade. Learn how to grade. Learn how to grade.
What? Well, I'll go to when I go to shows. I'll walk over to a shop.
I bought this raw for under $100.
Yeah, stuff like that right there. Like
There we go.
Yeah, I'll walk over to a store or to a vendor.
There we go.
And I'll ask the guy specifically. I'll say, "Hey man, do you have this book in a low grade?" Because everybody grades differently.
Avengers 2, baby.
And just
And
2, nice
3.
one, and a 3.
God
Yeah.
damn, boy.
Yeah.
So
Yo, Pocan, good to see you.
everybody grades different. So a lot of times you can get really good deal on low grade books if you just ask. You know,
It's very true. I am a low grade connoisseur myself. So low grades from 4 years ago are like 2.0s now. So you know.
and Dope will tell you in the golden age world, shit, I mean, golden age is better than anything. I mean, a low grade is better than anything in golden age.
Yeah.
Because a lot of that stuff you just don't even see. You do not see it.
Yeah.
Well, boys, it's been a fantastic episode. I really appreciate all y'all's time. We're going to end episode. This is 15, Puff?
Yeah.
15, y'all. So next episode will be 16. Nobody wins a chain. R.I.P. Comic Jabroni. He told me it's okay. I didn't have to send anything. I said if he won, I ain't shipping shit. So out of respect, Comic Jabroni won this chain. Thank you, Comic Jabroni. This has been the Comic Collectors Club, episode 15. Kirby Crackle, Kirby Crackle, oi, oi, oi. End of the show. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, buddy.